Hello everyone, welcome to Whispering Bliss, and my intention for this video is to spread love and light to you all always, okay? This reading is for, actually it's a general reading, okay? So we're doing a general reading today. Let's see. So the first card out here is Page of Wands in reverse. The overall energy is like, I don't know, very discouraging. You may feel discouraged. You may feel like you don't know where to go. But no, you are supported. I feel as if you need to find a focus. You need to find a focus. I feel as if like either it's you or someone around you or several people involved that's trying to control a situation. So honestly, like I'm getting like an innocent vibe, even though this card is in reverse. Okay, you may feel like you have all this energy, but you don't know what to do with it. Okay, yeah. And what I feel is if, like I said earlier, I said you have all this energy, you don't know what to do with it. There's also a possibility you may have people in your energy trying to take from you because you are abundant. Okay, so it's just giving me a sense of like there's a need to prioritize, reprioritize. There's a need for planning, because you walking around with something. That's the energy that I'm getting. Judgment here. Yep, and it came right back out, Judgment. So I see the world and then the star. Okay. I feel like there's a need to just pause and to really focus on this. But it's just giving me a energy that's like, I don't know, I feel as if you have people that's trying to like stop you. Like, I feel like you this big ball of light. I kept saying that here, like you full of light, full of energy, and someone's trying to, I heard halt, like, so pause, or maybe you too much for somebody. Okay, but honestly, I'm with the world here. It's just giving me a sense of like, know that you are everything. You are whole. You don't need anyone to tell you that. Okay, I heard look within. It says, I hold the key to my own happiness. I deserve to be safe, happy, and healthy. I am not broken. Healing is happening. It says, you all that matters. It says, I invite only healthy, conscious connections into my life. My heart is open to soul deep love. I am worthy of sacred union. I am grateful for the love that flows to me and receive it fully. And then it says self-care. So clear clutter, rest, recharge, set boundaries, connect with nature, journal, create, cleanse space, find stillness, nourish your body, and connect with your body and breath. And then it says, think long term, make legacy decisions, drink water, the scales will be balanced. So it's just, and then it says Venus energy. Okay, so it's just giving me a sense of like, this is the time for you to focus on what you truly want, not what no one else wants. This is giving me an energy where like a child is trying to please a parent. It's giving me that energy. Or an employee trying to please a boss, but you're exhausted or you're not happy. It's giving me something like that. Okay, but it's giving me a sense of like, it's safe. Like you're safe to go on this journey. You're safe to walk into the unknown. I want to get more energy from Judgment. Okay, so let's see. Why Judgment here? I'm getting Archangel Gabriel, so you may be considered a messenger. And as soon as I said that, this came out so beautiful. Like, it came out so beautiful. So it says cosmic alignment, higher purpose, divine timing, divine guidance, energy balance, okay, and internal truth. So with that, it's giving me a sense of like, go deeper. Dig deeper. Give me 1 second. It says Knight of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys, this overall energy is giving me someone, and I heard loyal, but at first it's like someone that's very determined. You are a hard worker, and your work speaks for itself here. Like, your work speaks for itself. There is a need to move slowly, but like I said earlier, I heard loyal. So I'm getting like your loyalty is going to cost you everything, okay? Your loyalty is going to cost you everything. There's a need for you to be loyal to yourself. Pay attention to what's going on inside. Explore your thoughts, no matter how light or dark they are. Explore all of your thoughts and explore your emotions as well, no matter what it is. It could be excitement, or it could be a feeling of sadness, whatever it is. Explore those emotions. Slow down, okay? There's a need for you to slow down and explore what's going on inside of you. And I'm also getting a sense of like, don't deny who you are. You are who you are for a reason. You're not meant to be like anyone else. You're not meant to be like anyone else. You are special, and you are the way you are for a reason, okay? At the bottom of the deck, I see spirit rods here. So spiritual guidance, intuition, discovery, alignment, seeking, energy, connection, and truth. Again, like a very spiritual. You may consider yourself spiritual, okay, but you may be on a spiritual journey. I'm getting awakening, okay? You may be experiencing an awakening. So your mind, you may be like, whoa, like what's going on? Like, you know, like, am I here? Am I not here? Like, it's giving me something like that. And with that being said, it's just also giving me a sense of like awareness. So pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the numbers. Pay attention to names. Pay attention to, it's just giving me a sense of like, you're not disconnected from spirit. You are exactly where you are for a reason, okay? Yeah, look at this. It says pickup truck. So it says support, stability, journey, partnership, growth, resilience, commitment, strength. You are built for this. Wherever you are, whatever you're going through, it's just giving me a sense of like, you can get through whatever it is that you're currently going through, okay? And I'm getting a sense of like, because I mentioned loyalty with Diamond Heart, the way that you love is so rare. It's giving me a sense of like, don't change who you are. People may call you sensitive, or people may be like, oh, you're doing too much. And in terms of you, say for instance, you're trying to express yourself, and people be like, oh, you're doing too much, basically like shutting you down. It's giving me a sense of like, absolutely not. Those are not your people. Your people will not do that, okay? I'm hearing needs, okay? What do you need? Love isn't all you need. What do you need out of relationships? So it's giving me a sense of like, this is the time for you to explore what your heart truly desires, but what do you need out of a relationship? But I'm also getting, make sure that you're embodying that. Make sure you are embodying what your heart truly desires, okay? I don't care how old you are. I feel as if this is the time for you to connect to your inner child. It's giving me a sense of like, what, I don't know, it's giving me a sense of like, this is the time to draw. This is the time to write. There's a need to express yourself creatively. This can be cooking. I'm getting dancing. Basically, like, you know, listen to a song and just flow and dance without judgment. Express yourself. It can be to somebody or even to yourself without judgment, okay? And then it says magic and serenity. I think this is the baby girl card. Yeah. Okay. And this is beautiful because I mentioned inner child. So it's just giving me a sense of like, and I said, okay, let's go back here. I'm hearing reassurance. So you may be a type of person that needs, like, you require like reassurance, and it's nothing wrong with that, but know that you are able to reassure yourself, okay? I'm getting affirmations, so give me 1 second. I think I need to share this with you guys, because I wrote something down. Okay, so earlier I was thinking to myself like, okay, I gotta start over. And starting over, it sucks sometimes. Like, let's be honest, okay? We get tired, but we also go through like inner things, you know, like, oh, am I going to make it again? Will I be able to, you know, be as good as I did before? What if I mess up? Or what if things don't go off? What if I'm wasting my time? All the what if, right? Okay. So and those thoughts were, that's what I was thinking, right? So I wrote this affirmation, okay? It says, I can rebuild and start over anytime in my life because I am abundant, okay? Know that no matter where you go, you can rebuild, you can start over. Why? Because the skills lie within you, the talent lies within you. You are the ATM machine. Okay, you are the one with the skills. You have the knowledge. You have everything it takes to build from the ground up. Okay, but you have to reassure yourself, and sometimes it takes having to go back and be like, oh, I did that. No matter how small now, no matter how small or even how painful, because I know sometimes experiences can be very, you know, painful, and it's like, I don't want to open that door, but sometimes it's necessary not to, you know, not to be hard on yourself, but to be like, dang, that's in the past and I'm here now. I made it out. Like, that was a really dark time for me, but I got out, and I'm good. I'm on my feet, you know. So yeah. Yeah, I feel like, you know, it's just sometimes the outside noise, what's going on, you know, social media or on the news, you know, or even family drama, and we have our own stuff going on. We're trying to keep ourselves together. It can be very overwhelming sometimes, you know, but I'm getting that sense of like, make this all about you. Make this time, make this moment, make this life, whatever, this season, whatever, this year. It can be however you want to look at it, whatever you want it to be. Make this about you. Okay, because I'm getting the sense of like, if you don't use your energy, somebody else will. Someone sees you very, very abundant. Someone sees you very loving, someone very caring, someone empathetic, and people don't, everyone in the world don't have those same qualities as you. So there's a need for you to be mindful and for you to walk in your strength, for you to walk in your power, okay? So the cards that I see, something significant about the number 7, okay? I heard lucky one, 7, lucky one, okay? So it says breathe in, practice breath work today. I'm seeing go inward. So I said that we were talking about inner child. Oh my God, right? So go inward, and how about that? The number 7 is here again, so 77, okay, 77. It says it's time to connect with your inner child. And then it says it's time to celebrate, cultivate an air of celebration today. So something significant about the number 2. So balance. You know what this is giving me? It's giving me, I feel like I feel like I'm talking to a collective that, like, you give, I don't want to say you give your energy away, but you have a heart of service. And I'm getting a sense of, like, give to yourself, okay? This is the time to kind of, like, pull back, okay? Pull back. There's a time to run. There's a time to walk. There's a time to, you know, sleep. And there's a time to, you know, act, move, basically, okay? There's a time for everything. But I'm just giving me a sense of, like, this is a time for you to slow down. And make sure that every action that you take is what you want. What do you truly want? What do you truly want? And then here it says, face your shadow and grow, healing heart. So, like I was talking about the affirmation, okay? Yeah, I can rebuild and start over anytime in my life because I am abundant, okay? I can rebuild. I wrote this down, okay, earlier. So I can rebuild and start over anytime in my life because I am abundant. I can rebuild and start over anytime in my life because I am abundant, okay? Know that you can rebuild and start over at any time because you are abundant, okay, you guys? So here it says, be still, cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. Yeah, and this is the time for rest. I really do feel like that, okay? It says 33, find those who inspire you to bloom, grow together, community connections, reciprocation. And it's just so funny because we were talking about Venus energy here, and it says symbolizes love, beauty, harmony, and relationships. Venus influences our values, pleasures, and emotional connections. And it says emotional connections. Make sure that the relationships that is in your life, they're not there just to be there. They're not there to just feed off of you, okay? They're there to bring something to the table. They meet your emotional needs. They respect how you feel. They respect who you are from the soul level. Here it says, divinely connected heart, meet your karma. It says, I'm not underestimating my own magic anymore. So magic power, beginnings, transformation. You know what? Give me 1 second. Number two, it says 11 here, but 11 to, it says, be patient, it will come, the sun, manifestation, power. This is very, very, very powerful here. It says, meet your karma, and then it says, I'm not underestimating my own magic anymore. Power, beginnings, transformation, and then power is also here. This is giving me a very powerful energy, and with karma, like I said, I feel like this is someone, like I'm speaking to a collective. This is the overall, like, the general message. This is someone that's been putting a lot of love into the universe, like a lot of, and I'm getting resilience, like you is I don't know, like you put a lot of good stuff into the universe. I'm not speaking to, it's not about being perfect, okay? I know some people how can I say this? I'm here at Earth School. It's not about being perfect. It's about living life from the soul level, appreciating who you truly are. Gratitude, expressing gratitude. And I just feel like I'm speaking to someone that hold a lot of, I don't think you know how powerful you are. Like, I'm speaking to someone that is very strong, but it's not even on a physical level. Like, this is this is really deep here, okay? Really deep. Give me 1 second. It says it's okay to forget and then remember all over again, okay? Return home, lessons, realizations. It's time to leave the old behind, rebirth, taking risks. And then it says uncertainty, faith, humor. It's okay, I don't know what I'm doing either. So again, you may be a type of person that's like, remember I was talking about, it's not about being perfect, but I feel as if it is time for you to journey. It's time for you to travel. It's time for you to take action. And I'm talking about taking, it's about taking action, following what your heart truly desires, and then with the I'm getting trust in the universe, that it's trusting that you're going to be supported. I'm getting like you're not alone here. You're not alone, okay? Here it says hopeful heart. It's an exciting surprise. An exciting surprise is coming your way. And then it says you don't need to have it all figured out. The gifted guide, okay? So stars, chaos, opportunity. And then it's just so funny because I was looking at the back before I was reading the cards that I read earlier. I was looking at the back and I was looking at the stars here. So I'm getting like you have a connection with the stars, or I'm getting like star family. Oh my God, people really need to be careful, because what I was saying earlier about you being used and people taking advantage of you and all of that stuff. You're a type of person that do not need to seek revenge. You don't have to live that way. You don't have to focus on get back or anything like that, because it's just giving me a sense of like, if you utilize what's inside of you, that's it. You doing what you supposed to do, as in following the guide that's within you, that's revenge by itself. I mean, it's not revenge, but I mean, that's your get back, okay? You being the person that you were always destined to be, okay? So it says 1313, starting fresh. It says encouragement, goals, foundations, communications. It says step out of your comfort zone. You're about to create something meaningful. All your skills and talents will bring you profits. Build up your confidence and trust in your decisions. 0505, divine intervention, sudden challenges, love, surprises, gut feeling. It says this number serves as a gentle nudge to pursue whatever interests you most. It's possible that something could rock your boat, but you'll end up exactly where you belong, which could be in someone's arms, your dream job, or abroad. And then it says, I know that comparing myself to others only derails me from my purpose. I am on my own path. Okay? So I'm going to leave this message here for you guys. Thank you so much for viewing this video, and I hope to see you guys again soon, okay? Bye.